What's up, Pisces? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right, guys. So to start off, for those of you who do have birthdays at the end of this month, happy birthday. And just know that for next month, since that's when the majority of you have your birthdays for March, that is when we are going to have basically Pisces month. So you'll be the first for all the readings. I'll let you guys choose what bonus readings that you want. So we'll definitely have all of that checked out. Now, funny story. So I've told you guys millions of times that I'm Pisces rising, and that's why I feel like, that's, what helps me with tarot. That's what helps me to understand and to feel and to empathize with others. Now, funny story is that my parents, as I've told you guys many times before, they're very against tarot. They're very against anything that has to do with the zodiac. They're against basically anything that doesn't have to do with, the Bible. So when I started getting into astrology and all of that, I had asked my parents, I said, what time was I born? And my mom, she's not stupid. So she's like, no, I'm not telling you what time you're born because I know there's something astrologically that you want to look up. I was trying to get my birth chart. So they didn't want to tell me, and I pulled my dad to the side because he's kind of like the sucker, So, and I say that with love. He's an awesome man. But I pull him to the side a few days later, and I'm like, Dad, so wait, around what time was I born? And he's like, oh, I think that you were born around 5. So that's the time I've always been going off of. So the other day I'm going to the DMV, and I have to, change a few documents. So I needed my birth certificate, and my parents, they hold it because I can't hold on to any important documents because I'll lose it. But anyways, so they give me my birth certificate, and I'm sitting there, and I'm waiting to be called at the DMV, and I'm like, wait, I can confirm what time I was born. So, I go and I look and I'm like, oh, no, I was born at 1 o'clock. So I'm just like, damn, it was 1 a.m., not 5 a.m. So I'm like, oh my God, I might not have Pisces in my charts. I'm like, but that's crazy because I felt such a connection. So, is this something that I'm just making up in my head? So I look everything up, and it turns out I'm not a Pisces rising. I'm a Pisces moon. Okay, so I still have Pisces on my chart, but now it just shifts over. For those of you that don't really know the difference between sun, moon, and rising, sun, moon, your sun sign, which is, what you'll go by with the day that you're born, that is going to be how you view yourself. Your moon sign is going to be how you internalize everything. So I feel the way a Pisces does, which explains a lot, okay? And with your rising sign, that's what the world sees you as. So my actual rising sign is an Aquarius, which makes a lot of sense as well. So my charts have changed a little bit, but I'm still here with you guys. So just wanted to let you know that. But let's get into your reading. I've been talking enough, and let's see what's going on in February for the sign of Pisces. Okay. What is going on for the sign of Pisces, February 2018? What is going on for the lovely sign of Pisces? All right, let's see. The Emperor popped out, so there could be an Aries or a Virgo that you guys are talking to that's important for you, or you're just taking the position of power with a certain situation. Okay. All right, guys. So your energy here is the Strength card. Okay, so despite anything that could happen this month, you're moving through it with a lot of resiliency. And with the Ace of Wands, there's going to be a new start that happens for some of you. All right, but something or someone is going to have to be rejected in order to have this new start. So let's see how this, develops. The first card that you guys have for the past is the Star card in reverse. There's something that you lose faith in. There's something that you stop waiting on. There's something that, you see the reality of a situation. And it's just something that isn't feasible for you anymore. And with the Ace of Cups in reverse, there's a fallout. Maybe you lose feelings for a person. Maybe there's a project that you're really emotionally invested in that you have to let go of. And with the Three of Wands in reverse, you just knew that you couldn't expand with whatever this was. Okay, so you stop waiting on things. You stop putting effort and looking into things. You kind of just let it go. All right, and with the Chariot, you move forward from this, but you're still, you're in control of what's happening, okay? So you don't lose your control here. The next card that you guys have for the past is the Seven of Cups in the reverse. So this is you guys seeing the reality of the situation. Again, having an aha moment. You know, if there is any sort of confusion, illusions, anything that just didn't make sense, that you were having a hard time understanding, you see it for what it is. This is also going to be, you know, if you had a lot of choices as to how you wanted to move forward, you know, what job you wanted to go to, what friends you wanted to hang out with, what person you wanted to be with, this is you making a choice. And we have the 10 of Cups. Whatever it is that you make a choice about, you're very happy and you feel very, very stable. And especially things on the home front, they're smooth, they're going well. All right, and we have the 5 of Swords. So in most tarot decks, what I love about the 5 of Swords is, in most decks, you're going to see 2 people. Not in this deck, but in most, you'll see 2 people who are depicted in the card. You're going to see one person who's holding a sword in the air, and they're just like, you know what, I got this shit. Yeah, this was a terrible battle, but I'm still standing. And then you have someone who's kind of in the back that they're just like, oh, I just lost, you know. So with the 5 of Swords, yes, there's going to be conflict and adversity, but there's different ways to come out of it. You know, you could come out of it, you know, feeling very prideful, like, yes, I did this. Or you could come out of it feeling like someone or something just took a part of you or took something from you. In this case, whatever conflict arose here, you guys are moving past it in a very strong way, and you're happy. So you guys are standing here. You have the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck, so maybe there's a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini that was involved here sometime, or in some way, shape, or form. Or maybe you guys are just taking the stance where you're saying, look, enough is enough, and I'm cutting out any BS that's in my life. So the last card that you guys have for the past is the Empress in the reverse, which is something that you choose not to start or something that you choose not to continue to move forward with anymore. And with the 6 of Coins in the reverse, it was just something that really made you feel unstable. It's something where you felt that the effort that you had to put into it wasn't worth it. You weren't getting, you know, a return on your investment, whether it be a person, a job, a friend. So you just let it go. Okay? They're not working with you, so you got to drop it. And with the High Priestess, you know, this card, I always think it means Pisces because y'all are the most intuitive sign in the deck. But this card is just the all-knowing. Okay? This is where you guys have all the information available, and you're going to do what your soul is requiring you to do at that time, even if it's something that you may feel uncomfortable with. But you're going in alignment with what feels right to you. Okay? And there's an offer that you can accept while moving away from whatever this is. Now, in your present moment, we have the 8 of Wands. So this is talking, this is action, this is reciprocation. If this is a business, this is you making transactions, you know, people coming and buying and just, you know, good give and take. If it's a conversation that you're having with someone or someone that you're getting to know, you know, the phones are constantly going off. They're writing you paragraphs, you're writing them paragraphs. So there's that equal reciprocation there. And we have the Queen of Wands. So some of you could have a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius that you are talking to in some way. Or this could be, if this is with work, this could be you really taking a powerful stance with what it is that you're doing and building. And with the Magician here, you're completely in control. Okay? So if this is another person, know that you have the upper hand. I mean, don't use it in a malicious way, but just know that you can dictate how this moves forward. Okay? But again, something has to be rejected in order for you guys to be able to manifest whatever this is. The next card that you guys have for the present moment is the 7 of Swords in the reverse, which is a secret, a deception, something that was meant to be in the dark that comes out. And we have the 2 of Coins in the reverse. So if you're trying to find balance in something, if you're trying to make a choice between 2 things, you know, that's being made at this point. And the secret that comes out, or whatever it is that comes out, kind of triggers this choice. With the 8 of Cups in the reverse, there could be someone from your past that tries to come back into your life. Someone who's either trying to reconcile with you or just find forgiveness in the situation. But it's something that you're not worried about, yet it's something that does make you feel good. It could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn for some of you, but this is a big change of events. And for some of you, you might decide to work on this thing. And it might be something that you feel really reckless about. Like, look, this came out of nowhere, and it's just all happening so fast, and I don't even know if I'm making the right choice, but fuck it. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. Okay? Now, the next card that you guys have for the present moment, 4 of Swords in the reverse. There's something that you put thought into. You're really trying to be strategic. You're trying to plan. You're trying to move forward in the most intelligent way. And you choose a way to move forward. Okay, there's something that you're moving on from. World card. So you've put a lot of thought into something. You've ended a phase from the past. Something from the past is completed. It's finished. And you're going into something new that's going to be very gratifying, where you guys can really grow in a magnificent way. Okay. And we have the King of Wands in the reverse. So if there is a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius in your life, there could be a sense of you feeling trapped in this, because it could be someone who is lying, being a bit manipulative, who, if this is with love, maybe they're seeing other people besides you. This could be the energy that you guys take as well. Maybe you guys are seeing more than one person, or maybe there's someone here that is just being abusive of their authority, okay? And we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So this could be you guys being emotionally unstable, or again, talking to more than one person when it comes to love. But there's a new start that comes in here with the Fool card. So it's like, which way will you go? Let's get one more card here. Three of Coins in the reverse. There's a new start that you take. There's something that you know was not or will not work for you. And you move forward to something else. So again, something gets dropped, something new comes in. Moving forward, you have the Ten of Swords in the reverse. The worst has happened. The worst is behind you. You know, there's nothing to worry about at this point. You're getting over any sense of betrayal, any harsh endings. You're moving past it. And with the Queen of Coins in the reverse, there could be part of you that's kind of like frustrated, because there could be a sense of you feeling like you've invested a lot of time into whatever it was that you had to move on from, and it didn't work out to your liking. Or if you have a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, you know, who's going to be significant in your life, they could kind of be acting petty or immature, because maybe they feel like there's something that you owe them, or something that they want from you, and it's just not coming to pass the way that they want it to. And we have the Nine of Coins. So regardless of what's happening here, you're self-sufficient. You're feeling good within yourself. You're feeling beautiful, handsome. You're feeling like you could take on the world with or without someone there. And with the Ace of Wands here, there's a new start that you're very passionate about, that you're very invested in. Okay, so this is awesome. The next card that we have for the future is the Five of Cups in the reverse. So we have the same energy that's continuing. Things from the past that were painful or that were hurting you, you're seeing it for what it is, and you're moving over, or you're moving on from it. We have the Nine of Wands. So you might be tired, you might be a bit battered up, you might be a bit exhausted with the experiences that you just had to endure, but you're moving forward, and you're still standing, and you're still strong, and you still have tenacity, you know, and you're guarding yourself from whatever it was that didn't work. You're guarded, but you're alive, and you're moving forward, and you're back in your element with the Queen of Cups here. So you guys just get through any bullshit that's being thrown at you, okay? And you're focusing on this new start, whatever it is that you're passionate about at this time. You know, and again, it could be a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, but you're moving forward. And whoever it was that was cheating, whether it be you guys or somebody else, or just whoever was unreliable, that's being cut out. Whether it's you guys deciding, okay, I know who I want, let me stop talking to everyone. Like, let me drop everybody else except this person. Or if you were dealing with somebody that they were seeing other people, it could be you dropping that person, okay? But if there was a boss that was unreliable, if there was a situation where there's people around you that were unreliable, you cut it out. The last card that you guys have going into the future is the Nine of Cups in the reverse. So you could, you know, there could be part of you that's slightly upset about what it was that you had to let go of. You know, you don't feel satisfied with this person any longer. And you knew that there's things that you weren't seeing. There's a sense of denial. There's a sense of trying to make excuses for this person or the situation. Okay? But you know that it was something that did not leave you balanced. Okay? And although you're still emotionally invested to some extent with this person or the situation, for the most part, you are getting over it. Maybe you're downplaying what it is that you truly feel about the situation and saying, nah, I'm over it, but still thinking about it at night. But you're moving forward, okay? Whatever made you feel stuck, whatever was holding you down, you guys really take on a new start. Let me get one more card here. Page of Coins in reverse. All right, so something gets cut out. And, you know, what I love about the Page of Coins is that of all the messengers, this is going to be the person that does the most research, that does the most inquiry, that really wants to know what it is that they're moving towards. So when you're dropping this, it's not being irrational. It's not saying, you know, well, fuck you. And they're like, wait, but hear me out. Like, no, you heard this person out. You heard the situation out. You made your list of pros and cons. And you said, you know what? It's just not going to work. It's not going to work. I got to move on. I got bigger and better things happening. So let me do what I got to do. Pisces, you guys are doing awesome. You guys are going to have a strong year from what I feel. Okay. Letting go of dead weight, guys. That's it. That's all you're doing. Now, let me get you guys a card of advice for how to move throughout this month. Okay. Earth Magic Oracle, like always. Ooh, don't fall. All right, there we go. All right, let's see what it is that you guys have to hear. See what flies out for you. What does Pisces need to hear? Beautiful. All right, guys. You have the card Metal, Vulnerability. So let's see what the advice says for this card, and then we'll talk about it. I sound like such a New Yorker. Let's talk about it. All right, Metal. Here we go, guys. You are in a place now where you can take risks with your feelings, and even more important, take risks with the truth of who you are, the truth you know in your heart and soul. You no longer need to be subjected to your conditioned fears of letting others know who you really are. Yes, others may judge, evaluate, criticize, and perhaps even put you down. These are very real possibilities. Yet by trusting that you have the strength to deal with these reactions, rather than responding adaptively and always playing it safe, you can more confidently allow yourself to be vulnerable. Always holding back from expressing your truth can create an illusion of safety, but armed with your trust and your faith, you can choose to be vulnerable and share your authentic self with the world. Powerful stuff. So honestly, I think when it comes to vulnerability, for most Pisces, that's going to be something that y'all can manage. It's going to be something that just comes naturally. And I feel like I've mentioned this in the past with your readings in the past, but I hear it all the time. You know, Pisces are an emotional mess. They're all over the place. Like, they don't know how to tune in and out. I think that what you guys have, especially for those of you, because I feel like there's a lot of Pisces that can be, you know, empaths and kind of, you know, in tune with their spirituality. I think that that's very powerful. I think that that's what the world is lacking right now. I don't think that the world has enough compassion. I don't think that the world is as fluid as what it should be. I don't think that people are as transparent as they should be. And, you know, we all go out and we're attacking other people and criticizing other people, but what we're all basically doing is throwing rocks, you know, in a glass house. So with that being said, yeah, I feel like that's something you guys are definitely able to do. But with you guys being vulnerable, although that could be a risk, you know, emotionally, you know, maybe if I tell them how I feel, I'll get shut down or whatever the case is, it actually shows a lot of strength. The fact that you're able to tell a person how you feel, the fact that you're able to go with your heart despite what other people think, that's powerful, guys. And that takes a lot of guts to do. So you're in a place right now where you can manifest a lot in your life. And the only thing that you might be worried about or thinking about is, what will people think? And you know what the truth is? Fuck what people think. Honestly, the people who are there for you, the people who are going to be good for you, the people who are going to help you and elevate you, they're always going to be there regardless. Always. People are always going to have something to say, guys. If you're not doing well enough, they're talking shit that you're not doing well enough. If you're doing really, really good, now they want to attack you because they feel threatened. You cannot make the world happy. You have to do what it is that you love. You have to be confident in what it is that you do, and you just have to put it out there. And you know what? If you're doing something that's your passion and you have a lot of people talking down to you, or even if it's strangers that are talking down to you and talking a lot of crap about it, just know what you're doing is going to be powerful. Okay? When, let's say for instance, when Bill Gates started with all this computer stuff or whatever it was that he was doing, when he started off, people thought he was insane. They thought that he was crazy. And look at him. Look at the money he has, look at the success he has, look at the wealth that he has. Most people, when they're starting something new, especially if it's something that's out of the norm, or maybe it's a way that people are not used to seeing you, especially if you're being vulnerable and you're being more transparent, they're going to be, what the hell is this person doing? They're insane. They're crazy. But that's why you need to do it. Okay, the world needs more of that. There's more that we have to learn. There's more that we have to see. And there's something that you guys are going to be able to get across with your vulnerability. So don't worry about what others are going to think. If you're doing something that you know is moral, if you're doing something that is honestly not going to hurt anybody, nobody's getting killed, nobody's getting, bashed in a bad way, you're not stepping on people in order to get to the top, as long as it's within, moral means, do it. You guys. And that's something that I keep realizing because, just in the past with myself, and, I always try to throw some self-experience, I've always been so scared to do things. What will these people think? Okay, I have people that I was very close to, that they completely dropped me because they think I'm insane for certain things that I want to do. But this is the best I've done in my life because I stopped caring. I realized that these people don't pay my bills. I realized that their opinions isn't going to do anything for me. People are going to talk shit. Of course they are. But are they going to be down for you when something's really going wrong in your life? Or are they just there to talk shit? So those are things that you have to consider. I know that it could be hard hearing criticism from someone who's really helping you out, or, for some of you that live with your parents or whatever the case is, if they're against something, it could hurt and you might want the approval of these people. But at the end of the day, those around us, they're there for support, yes, and we all need that human interaction. But we came into this world alone. And that's something that you really, once you really understand that concept, that's when you get a lot of power in your life. That's just with, because I tell you guys all the time that my family's against what I do because of religious reasons. But it's like, look, let's just agree to disagree because I'm really good at this. And I really love what I'm doing. And I'm very passionate about it. And I know you guys don't think that I'm making a change in this world, but I see it on a daily basis. And that's powerful. And if you guys want to be successful with whatever it is that you have your mind on, you have to focus on that. That's the only way to find success, focusing on your passion. Okay, so ask yourself, what am I passionate about? And am I doing anything to get me closer to that? Okay, so change accordingly. And I feel like you guys are really going to be coming out of your shells. And it's so funny because my, I should call her my sister, but I have an aunt of mine that she's only like 5 or 6 years older. So we grew up like this. We talk all the time. She's a Pisces. And it's so funny because she was recently talking to me, and she's like, Lissette, I don't know what it is, but I feel something good. I feel something good is coming. Okay, and I'm not going to put her business on blast, but she's taking on a new journey that some could question, but there's nothing wrong with it. And she's like, I feel like this is something that I've been meant to do. Like, everything just makes sense. Guys, go towards what makes sense. Other people are not going to have your vision. If they had your vision, it wouldn't be important. That's your purpose. I truly feel that everybody has a gift for this world. Everybody has something that they can do to change the world in a very, significant and positive way. All right. So find out what that is and be the pioneer. Be, vulnerable. Put yourself out there. See what you can do when you stop caring about what others are going to think and how they're going to react. Okay, Pisces, I love you guys so much. This was such an amazing reading, and I'm so glad that I'm still part of the Pisces crew, because my heart kind of like dropped when I saw that it was a different time for me. But yes, anything that you guys need in terms of readings, everything will be in the description. If you guys need to hear from me very quickly, I do have emergency readings, so definitely take advantage if you have a pressing matter. But other than that, guys, I love you so much. Thank you for all you do for me. Thank you for the views, the likes, the donations. You guys are absolutely amazing, and I love the support that you guys have given me thus far. All right, guys. So I will be back soon with some more readings, but y'all stay put. All right. Take care.